Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video of my favourite eyeshadow palettes of 2017. Altogether I have counted 17 eyeshadow palettes, so I didn't want to say like my top 10 because I wanted to be completely honest with you that these are my overall favourite palettes of the year, and this is starting from January way down to now in December. I have got one or two Colourpop eyeshadow palettes on their way to me, but from what I've seen, I don't believe that they will be included in this video, which is why I was happy to do this now rather than right at the end of December. So I am going to go through them all quite quickly with you because obviously 17 is quite a lot, and I'm going to try from memory to kind of go from the beginning of the year down to now. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is the Kat Von D Pastel Goth eyeshadow palette. This was way back from the beginning of the year. I think it may have been, when did I buy it? I can't even remember, but this is something that I bought, I remember, at the beginning of the year, and I have loved it steadily throughout the year. Now obviously you guys know I own a lot of makeup, so I'm not going to say, oh, it's something I use every single day. No, of course not, that would be a complete lie, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. Gorgeous, all matte shades, very pastel, very wearable. I've been able to wear every single one of them and I'm genuinely really happy with it. It is slightly powdery, however I don't find that it causes too much of a kick up, but it's an amazing palette to use if you want to go for colours but you still want them to be quite pastel. So I love this palette. Right, the next two I'm going to show you is, and the reason I'm showing them together is because I bought them at the same time, and it is the Colourpop High Maintenance and the Colourpop Low Key eyeshadow palettes. I think from memory these were the first eyeshadow palettes that Colourpop ever came out with. Obviously since then they have blown up and there's like a new one every single day, but I'm going to show these to you because I have really loved these. These are the reasons why I went on to buy so many more eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadows in general from Colourpop. They're really affordable, they are still available, they're not limited edition. So I'm just going to quickly show these to you. So this is the High Maintenance eyeshadow palette. As you can see, it's gorgeous warm tones with nice cranberry type of shades, very autumnal, and it's just a very good quality eyeshadow palette. Then this is the Low Key eyeshadow palette, also very warm tone but more kind of summery sort of colours. You've got your oranges and your reddish sort of shades. So again, another beautiful palette with very complementary shades. Okay, I know I said 17 eyeshadow palettes, there's actually 19 because I forgot another two, I had to go get them. So the next three I'm going to show you, and again there's a reason why I'm showing three of them at once, is because again they are all Colourpop. Don't be surprised that I've got a lot of Colourpop ones to show you because they are the most affordable, and they release them every 5 minutes. So what Colourpop did, I think it was throughout the springtime, around that time, they released a bunch of collections. There was the Nectar collection, there was the more neutral sand collection, and then like there was like a pinky collection. So they had everything along with eyeshadow palettes, and then I think blushes, Super Shock blushes, and a couple of Super Shock eyeshadows, and then liquid lipsticks as well. But I bought all or the three of the eyeshadow palettes from each of those collections because following on from the success of the previous two that I showed you, that is why they then released more of these, and this was before they started to release the massive eyeshadow palettes. So this one is called Blow Me Away, and this one has got beautiful kind of corally orange shades with a shimmery shade in there as well. Absolutely stunning and wearable for everybody. Then from the Sand collection there was this one called Heavy Hitter, which is a beautiful kind of neutral warm toned palette, perfect for everyday wear. And then my favourite one out of the three is this one called Belle of the Ball. Reason why it's favourite is just because of the colours. They're the ones I always tend to gravitate more towards, pinks and pale baby pink shimmer shades. So this one is also absolutely gorgeous. Now this one may be a bit of a surprise because I think it actually came out at the end of 2016, but I personally did not get this until January, and it's the coloured Raine Queen of Hearts palette. I think they're actually due to release a new big eyeshadow palette for the new year. I'm not sure when they're releasing it. It is December the 2nd as I film this, so maybe by the time this video goes up they would have released what they were doing in addition to their mini palettes. Anyway, so this is how the palette looks. It's got a gorgeous warm toned palette full of various different types of mattes and shimmers. I'm sure you can probably, hopefully you are able to tell that this has been very, very loved and I think it's a stunning palette, really worth the money, especially because there is not a single shade in here which is poorly performing. This next one here is the Jouer Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows palette. This one came out a couple of months ago. It is a very shimmery palette, don't get me wrong, there are no mattes in here, and these are foiled. So they're foiled shimmer shadows, so they're very intense. The fallout is also intense. But if you're going for something that is really high shine, you would love this. So this is what it looks like up close. Every single one of those shadows is very, very intensely pigmented. A little bit goes a really long way. And these ones are super foil and metallic. So these are amazing for the party season. And this next one here, which I personally don't feel I've given it enough love as I think that it deserves, even though I did do a makeup tutorial with this, I have done a review, and it's the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This is their latest addition to the Naked eyeshadow range, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I did a giveaway with this when they sent it to me. I went and bought it myself. I gave the giveaway to one of you guys, and I have really loved this ever since I bought it. I mean, like I said, I own so many eyeshadow palettes. Some do get neglected. Unfortunately, this may have been one of them. And I'm just going to show it to you up close. So here it is, such a gorgeous warm toned palette, and would work amazingly on so many different types of skin tones. And it's beautiful. Now this eyeshadow palette, for some reason I never did a review on it, and I don't know why. And this is the Iconic London eyeshadow palette. I don't even think it has a name. Yeah, it's literally just called the Iconic London eyeshadow palette. And maybe that's just because it's the only eyeshadow palette that they have. It's absolutely huge. Look at how many eyeshadows are in here. This is an amazing palette with 20 eyeshadows, a beautiful mix of mattes and shimmer shades. There are no really dark shades in here. This is a very kind of spring type of makeup palette. Perfect for kind of your sorbet type of shades. Very soft. It's a very warm toned palette, and the quality of all of these is absolutely excellent. I know I never did a review on this, and it's a bit late now because it's been out for a while, but take my word for it, if you were to get your hands on it, you would not regret it. Iconic London often do discounts and stuff like that, so definitely look out for it if you ever get the chance. Hopefully this one is of no surprise to you guys, because I said when I did the video of this with the review as well as the makeup tutorial that the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk eyeshadow palette is my favourite palette of 2017, and it is still my favourite palette of 2017. When I did the video when it came out in September, October, whenever it was, I said obviously there are still a few months left of the year and maybe my opinion may change. It hasn't. This is still my favourite palette and I love it. I just love the way that there are so many different shades, so many different textures. It's not just matte and shimmers, it's matte, shimmers, metallics. There's even a glitter in there, and it is wearable on all skin tones, and I find that the quality of this is really good as well. So this is still my favourite palette for the year. The next favourite palette is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes eyeshadow palette. It is a completely matte palette, and ever since I bought it I have loved it so much. Bear in mind that because it is a fully matte palette, I tend to wear something shimmery on the lid. I have been pairing this palette with the Huda palette, and I've been using glitters like Stila's Magnificent Metal glitters on the lid and using this in the crease. The quality of these is excellent, the texture is amazing, and the pigmentation is also gorgeous. And this is what it looks like up close. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Okay, so the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. Now, don't be surprised, don't be shocked. I only have one to show you because, like I said, this is my favourites for the entire year. Yes, I think that the Huda Obsessions palettes are amazing quality, but out of all of them, there is one that I have definitely reached for above and beyond the other ones. For example, if I've picked this 10 times, the others I've picked once. And this one is the Mauve Obsessions palette. It's my favourite because the colours are so wearable, and there is a beautiful equal mix of mattes and shimmer shades. I don't like palettes which have just got one or maybe just one shimmer, so it's like you have no choice but to use other palettes. So I love this one. Out of all of them, this one is my favourite, which I did say in that video as well. And this is what it looks like up close. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Alright, don't be shocked. But the next 6 I'm going to show you are all Colourpop eyeshadow palettes. Now, I haven't brought all of them with me because not all of them are my favourites. I'm actually considering doing a video just like this, but the worst eyeshadow palettes of 2017, ABH subculture. And so let me know your thoughts below if you would like me to do that video, because I have got a couple which I haven't liked, believe it or not. Not all eyeshadow palettes are amazing. Not all brands come out consistently with the same kind of eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to quickly go through all of these with you in no particular order, because, well, I'll try to remember how and when they came out. It just depends on when it got to me, to be honest. So, but all of these are excellent quality and I highly, highly recommend them. So this first one is the Yes Please eyeshadow palette. Completely warm toned, gorgeous mix of oranges and reds and browns with beautiful shimmer shades in there as well. I have really, really loved using this one. I feel like I should show you the front as well. So here's the front, cute AF. And then this one is the Femme Rosa eyeshadow palette called She from the Peachy and Colourpop collection. You guys have seen this in quite a few of my favourites videos. I love it. And this is what the shadows look like inside. It's a very warm toned palette, but very different to the previous one I showed you. It's got more kind of corally, softer muted shades, more plummy and mauvey shades, and lots of gorgeous shimmers. This very shiny looking one is called I Think I Love You, and I tell you, I love this. I love it. This is how it looks like inside. I'm having to move it around because it's a metallic cover they've got on it, and my lights are kind of not agreeing with it. But as you can see, it's a gorgeous warm toned palette with lots of caramel sort of tones and lots of shimmery shades. Amazing to use throughout the year. This super cute looking one is called You Had Me at Hello. And this is another warm tone palette because, well, we all love warm tones, right? And this one is a beautiful mix. I would say it's a lovely mix of like the Femme Rosa palette as well as the I Think I Love You, or whatever the last one was called. And it's just a beautiful all-round palette. I didn't think that I would like it because I actually ordered it a lot later than when it was released. And then when I finally bought it, because I think I wanted money off or something, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I get this sooner? It's so stunning, and the quality and the pigmentation of the colours is absolutely excellent. From the summer and to mark the release of the My Little Pony film is the My Little Pony collaboration with Colourpop, and this is their eyeshadow palette of the same name. Oh my god, the front is just gorgeous. It's just so cute, isn't it? It's just cute. And I'm not going to lie, when I first saw the colours online, I was like, do I really need it? You know what? I surprised myself with it. Sorry, Colourpop surprised me. This palette is actually gorgeous. All the shades work beautifully and I'm genuinely really happy with this. It's a really fun palette with lots of fun different types of colours. And if you like colours which are a little bit different, like the kind of minty kind of greeny blue and then the more teal dark blue, then you know what, by all means give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't cost so much money, not like other eyeshadow palettes, right? And the last one I'm going to show you now is the Semi Precious eyeshadow palette, which came out as part of their holiday collection, or one of their holiday collections. This one is definitely a lot smaller than their other ones. There's only 8 shades in it, but oh my god, these are so intense that I can't even tell you how intense they are. And then on top of that, I have used MAC Fix Plus to apply it wet to my lid, and that just increases the intensity. They're so buttery and soft. They remind me a lot of the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. The quality is excellent. This palette is a 10 out of 10 and I'm really, really happy that I got it. Perfect for the holiday season and for going out in the evenings if you fancy a bit of shimmer but you don't want to wear glitter. Some of you are probably thinking, okay, so she showed the semi-precious one, where's the golden state of mind one? It was such a disappointment, guys. It's going to have to go into my regrets video for eyeshadow palettes because the colours are gorgeous, but you know what, the quality is just so that's the reason why this one made it into the video and that one did not. As you guys know, I'm always 100% honest. I have nothing to lose with being completely honest with you guys, and I have to kind of relay that back to you that some of you may be disappointed if you did get your hands on it. Really have to dig into it, you know. Anyway, so that's it for my favourite eyeshadow palettes for 2017. I'm going to do the worst eyeshadow palettes for 2017, and I'm also thinking about doing an updated my top favorite foundations video as well. I got so many this year, so I'm thinking about doing a top 10 one for 2017. Let me know below if you'd like me to do that, and I will try to do it as soon as possible, hopefully before the year ends. Other than that, I hope you guys are wonderful and great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment and subscribe, and If there are any other eyeshadow palettes that you think that I should have got, like I didn't get the Jaclyn Hill Morphe one because I've got her previous one and I was just like, well, I'm quite happy with what I've already got. I don't really need another one. Even the Violet Voss Ride or Die one, even though I bought it at IMATS and it's not a crap product by any means, I just don't feel that I reach for it. There is such a thing as having too many eyeshadows in a palette as well, because it can be like, you know, off-putting. Sometimes you just need a couple in there and then that's enough. But I'm rambling now. Anyway, I hope you guys are wonderful and great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.